Hey guys, my name is Haley. This is my first YouTube video. I want to start by saying I'm a crocheter. I've made t-shirts. I do kind of a bit of everything. But here recently, crochet has been like my main focus. I love what I do. I joined the Patreon February-ish, January-ish. Not really sure exactly when I joined. But it's part of Refined Vibes Patreon. And because of them, they have helped me get to this point where I want to start my YouTube. I'm getting my Instagram up for my business. I have a business page on my Facebook, and it does fairly well. And I have a small booth in a boutique that does help with the daily cost of wanting to go and buy the new yarn that comes out, that wants to how do I say this, I'm sorry, that I want to do. I've been doing markets since last June. I did one. I don't really have a whole lot of pictures. I don't end all that on market days. I just really enjoy the experience right now. I don't film a whole lot. Now I might take a few pictures at the beginning saying, hey, I'm here, but otherwise I don't post a whole lot about that, because to me right now that's very personal. I want that to be more enjoyable for me. I don't go for the money I make. I have tried a whole lot of markets. I don't have any markets set up right now. I mean, I've gotten invited to a few, but they're ones I've done previously that I just don't know if I want to do again. I haven't done any big festivals or anything. Well, not yet. But I'm doing the one in Natchez in October. I did it last December, and I did fairly well. And then, which was at that time my most successful market I had ever had. Then I went to the one in spring, and it was also very successful. Made just a little bit more, not a whole lot more, but it was very good. And then in April, at the end of April, I did one at my old high school, and I sold a whole lot there. Like, that was my most successful market. Even to this day, that's still my most successful market. I've done markets in the rain. I've done markets inside, outside, with tents, without tents. So this video, I just want to talk, get the basics. There's going to be some crocheting, of course, because that is now what I do most of my time. Today is Monday, June 24th. I'm doing a pattern test for one of the other Patreons, so you may see bits and pieces of it, but I won't. By the time this video comes out, it should be out, but like, you're only going to kind of get sneak peeks of it. You're not going to see me actually fully working on it, because I don't know if the pattern designer wants it to be shown completely yet, so I'll have to wait and post this video after she releases it, just because I don't want to offend her. The pattern test I'm doing is for Endless Yarn on Instagram. Let me pull up her stuff so y'all can see her. Her name is Alyssa, and basically, if you don't know who these people are, they are just fabulous crochet people that I've gotten to know over the last several months. And if you are not a part of Refined Vibes Patreon, you are missing out, because you just don't realize how many other people are like you that want to crochet, that just want to have a good time. We laugh. Some of us drink, some of us don't, because, you know, we got people that are underage, you know, under 18. But we all laugh, we have a good time, we have movie nights. Larissa has done a fabulous job with this Patreon. And I cannot express my gratitude to her for this. And I know this is going to be a talkative vlog. Y'all probably are not even going to watch this video. I understand that, because most of y'all are probably going to skip this part, which if you do, is fine. But the people, this is going out to the people that I know that are going to sit down. They're going to watch this part. But anyways, it's Endless Yard. I'm doing her pattern test for, let me pull it up, for her Frog on the Swing. I'm excited. I actually took these to my market last Saturday, and I didn't have anybody buy one. I sell them for 10, because this is my first time taking something like this. I don't normally take stuff. You can hang it in your car, you can hang it from a mirror, you can hang it from a nail on your wall. It doesn't really matter where you have this. But a lady that sells baked goods was coming out. I've seen her twice now at this market, because the first market got rained the whole time, so they did another free event for those that paid that time. I still set up in the rain, did way better in the rain than I did in the heat. So I don't know if it was just the heat getting to it, the campground wasn't as crowded. But anyways, so I saw her twice, and she came and gave around some baked goods that she didn't sell, which was some cookies and some brownies, and that she had like some spiced pecans. I mean, and they're so sweet. They've always stopped by my booth. They compliment how well I do. I went and gave them a business card, and they gave me a pack of cookies and a brownie when they were getting ready to leave, because they didn't want to take it home. So what I did was, she wanted something, but I don't think she wanted to buy. So I was like, well, you know what, if you're going to be kind and give me cookies and a brownie without expecting anything in return, then I'm at least going to give you something. So her mom really likes frogs, so she may end up taking it from her, but I gave her one of my Frogs on the Swing. To me, that is worth it. The people I meet at these markets, they know your worth. Most of them, they are vendors. And I tell you, I have people that look at my prices, especially some of my bigger items, and they're like, why is it this high when this one is just as good, but it's not as high price or just as big? And so it depends on the hours, it depends on the colors, it depends on how much I have to sew. A lot of like my character themed plushies, they take a lot of work. They take me anywhere from 2 hours to 3 hours to make. And, you know, I go based off, my pricing is probably in between average and high price. I don't market as high as some of the other people do, of course, but I also charge my worth. And that's something I've learned as a crochet artist. You have to charge your worth. I know sometimes you may feel like, well, people don't want to buy it, they don't think it's worth as much. Don't lower your price. Don't settle. Now, I know I did a trade, but I did that more of kindness, because I believe the kindness you put into the world always has a way of coming back to you. And so, if you're going to be kind to me and give me something, I'm that type of person like, hey, if you took an interest in something in my booth, I'm going to give you something small in return. Now, I didn't give her my cheapest item, which was a little whale, which was $5, but I gave her something new. Something I had never brought to a market before, something that when she looks at people, they've got my business card, they're like, well, hey, Haley's Design Studios makes this. She's a wonderful lady. She has all kinds of stuff. Like, they can go and tell her about my experience. You know, what I sell. They can go back and just, you know, when people look in her car, whoa, where'd you get that? And she can just say, well, hey, you know, I met a lady at a market. She's a crocheter. She does this. She does that. And I gave her some cookies and brownies, so she gave me something in return because we were giving them away. And I feel like that is more important than anything. But right now, I am crocheting a snake. This is a Mom Stitch Eddie free pattern on Instagram. I've made, this is my third one. I've made 2 in Sweet Snuggles Light and Chenille Home Slim. I think it's a mixture of both of those. My cousin's come down, he's a big snake person. So, of course, when I first saw this pattern, I was like, oh, I've got to try it and make him one since he's coming down to visit because they live in Georgia. And I don't get to see them that often. So, I made him one. And it was, see if I took a picture of it. If not, I'll have to show you my other one I've made here after I make this one. Okay, so I don't have a picture, I don't think. But this is the pattern I will be using. Like I said, it's a free pattern on Instagram. So, just get you a whip out. I encourage more of a whip than starting a new project. Because I don't know how a lot of other crocheters do this. But I try not to have more than 5 whips in progress. If I have more than 5, the yarn ends up getting tangled or it gets misplaced. I end up losing a piece of the project I'm working on. I cannot have that in my yarn room. In my yarn room, I would lose it. So I'm in my living room right now, watching Refined Vibes now as we talk. She's working on her Crocs, where she's crocheting and doing all that. So I'm about to go turn that back on. Y'all are gonna be on a loop as I crochet the snake. I'm actually on the part where I'm just making his body. I've tried a few free snake patterns on Instagram, but this is my favorite one because of the way the shape of the head is. I think I did missing around on this one, so like I'm not going back. I've done put the eyes in. I can't go back, but I still think he looks cute, you know. And then now that I can decide, okay, do I want to keep that row in or do I not? I now have something to go and look at because my other one, I didn't skip it in. It is in a girlier color because I have learned that girls come up and they're like, I like snakes. I have snakes at home. And I'm like, I don't have any girl snakes. So I'd really try to keep colors that I know people like. I keep a lot of blue, green, tealish snakes. Those are the colors I keep because most of the time when someone comes up to my booth, they're not necessarily looking for like a pink or a purple snake. They're not looking for those. They want colorful snakes. They want blue. They want... This one is a Hobby Lobby brand. I don't know the weight of it. I don't even know where the thing that goes around the yarn is at this point. It's probably in garbage. I'll probably throw it away. But anyways, so just enjoy. And at this point, I also don't need to look at the pattern because I've made it so much. So all I'm doing is now doing 70 rounds of 12, which is probably not even 70 now. But I also don't go by that. I go by how long I want it. The other two I made it strictly 70 and all that. But with this being a smaller weight yarn, and with me using a 4mm hook, I don't necessarily know if I'm going to do just 70 or if I'm going to do more than 70. But like I said, we're going to see how it turns out and show you the finished progress. Oh, and just a tip, if you're making anything that has a body, stuff as you go, because once you get so far, you can't go back and stuff. It's very difficult to go back and stuff. Like I know with the snake, dragons that have like long necks, like Refined Vibes Posy Dragon, if you don't stuff as you go, you can't go back and stuff later. So, just a tip.
No, you're good. I want to hear from you. Oh yeah, look, Kat. I did it! All from Jake is my octave. I have to use pattern for that, and I probably won't share that. You can purchase the pattern to figure that out. Look at this. Wait. Fruit fry? Is it just the top? Let me check her video because I don't know if I'm not stretching her enough. Oh my god, she's coming out with, okay, this pattern was supposed to come out today, but it's actually going to come out tomorrow. Look at this. I don't have that pink crop. Okay, I have to stretch that. Okay, I don't know why this one of mine came out too long. It's fine. I'm just going to keep with that one. And we'll pull something more. Yeah. Alright. Can you move the truck right time? I don't technically, well no, I won't have it. But look. Ooh, I almost stabbed myself. I'm doing a time lapse one, so you guys are going to see this like real time of me just being like, pow! And all fast. And you were there. Remember that. So look, this is what I'm doing. I'm going to have this patch here. Try not to like touch from the inside because it's literally all wrapping in there. So look, that patch is going to go here. Okay, and then this is going to be stretched out but one. So that it fits. And I'm going to put a patch on top. And then I'm going to put this black patch over here. This black patch is huge. I don't know if it's because of the yarn I use, so I might make a different patch. Or, oh, should I do a yellow on this side? I think the yellow should go on this side. What do you think? This is the big this, and then this is Super Savers. So this one's thicker, so I think that's why that one came out so huge, because I did the exact same thing and look at the difference in hat sizes. I do have a larger tension, looser tension, so. Okay, let me see. Okay, so I'm gonna do these. And then, well, actually, no, I am gonna pin these because there's stuff in the pattern. So like, I'm gonna put this my actual. You shall go right on.
Here we are.
Unpin this baby.
It's a little bit longer.
Unpin this baby.
And I don't necessarily stuff it as much as everybody else. I kind of just keep it loosely stuffed because one thing I've noticed with my tension, since it's a little bit looser, if I stuff it too much, that stuffing pokes out. And also, a snake is supposed to be where you can like wiggle it and like turn it, and I just feel like if you have it too stuffed, it won't do that. And snake's really the only thing like I worry about with that because I do know that boys, they're doing this, just swinging it around by the tail, you know. So you gotta keep in mind who's buying your product. What are they gonna be doing with it? Because you gotta think about kids, they're gonna hug it, they're gonna squeeze it. Boys are typically a little bit rougher, but not to say that girls can't be rough with their plushies. But
Hey, do not play
so I don't stuff this near it as much, but
I shall not. I'll shake you. Guys, I'm really excited. This is so fun. Notice how Titan does not, in fact, react to my different voices. That shocked me. What she did in this house one day on a day. Look at this. So if I gotta not try to ground it like the usual way. Wait, that's so sick. I stuck this in the wrong place and I put it this. Should I put my glasses on for this? Yes, why? Yes, why? Why? Yes, why? I know it. Alright, that's what she said. Okay, go to the doctor. I'm so close to you. Look forward to you. Guys, this is gonna look so cute. Oh no. No. I get really paranoid about Dr. Nathan's shark because Tech-T's always in it. And the last week, my office is like her favorite spot. So like, yeah, where she would work and what if you can't tell. So, I need to go. She's a little used to this routine, so.
alright, so here's where I'm at. I know I haven't crocheted a whole lot. I'm not very comfortable, Carol, while you're watching me, so when I finish this, I will hop back on and show y'all. But for now, good
I
luck.
responded to your response.
Hey guys, today is now Wednesday, June 26th. The last time y'all saw me, it was Monday, June 24th. Well, Last time y'all saw me, I was making a mistake. I have finished it. So here it is. I used Hobby Lobby's yarn. I'm gonna assume it's Yarn Bee. They're all Yarn Bee. Now color wise, I don't know. I used 20mm eyes. What else? I used a 4mm hook for this. And just as a preference, hook size doesn't really matter. It depends your tension, and if you start having holes in your project, you don't want holes where your stuffing can like stick out. That's the main thing. So you find the hook size with the yarn you use, and that's how that works. Now the yarn does tell you a hook size, but that doesn't mean that it's gonna work best for you. Like Parfait Chunky, like I think they like recommend like a 6 or something. I use a 4 for Parfait Chunky, or a 4.5 depending on the project. But then like with Bernat, most baby blanket Bernat, I use a 4. The only time I change my hook size, well, a 4.5 for Bernat blanket. The only time I change my hook size is when you're wanting to get a certain shape. Like when you're doing like 6 single crochets in a magic ring, that can kind of give you a cone shape. And so one thing I've learned is that having changed the hook size, having changed how loose my tension is, like when I start my magic ring, those are going to be looser than the rest of the body. Not a whole lot, but just enough that it smooths it out. Another thing, now that I've been crocheting for a year, I normally skip the first round. If it says 6, I normally just go on and increase it to 12, because it can get looser and you can give a nicer shape. Like with the project I'm working on, well, I have 2 projects I'm working on right now, but this is that Nerdy Hooker on Instagram. She also has a Patreon, which I am now a part of. I think I joined it May or April, because I've only gotten 2 patterns. I have her Dragonite pattern that's strictly for her Patreons, I want to say. So I have it. And then I bought this one because she was having a sale, and she came out with it. So normally these are personal projects. I don't typically sell these. Like I have my husband's cousin's kids who love Pokemon, so when they see that I've made something, they want it necessarily. But as far as like going out to my market and selling these, just be very careful, because I know that they do it, like Nerdy Hooker. I gotta make sure I pronounce this right. There's somebody else that I follow on Instagram that does it. I'm probably not gonna say this right. Barnacle Trinkets. She does a lot of characters. Like she does this one. I want this pattern, by the way. This is gonna be like when I get paid. This is my pattern I'm gonna buy because I'm a big Yu-Gi-Oh fan. But anyways, I know that she does a lot. You know, they don't. And when you're posting the listings and stuff, people don't necessarily say like this is Pichu. Like they'll give it a different name or something like that. So, you know, I do like, you have to be careful. Licensing is a big thing and they can come after you. So I don't typically sell them. Not to say that, you know, there's nothing wrong with some, just be careful is all I have to say if you do sell. I also have Squirrel. Squirrel is almost finished. All I have to do is get his face detailing. I'm waiting on some felt to come in to do sunglasses, like when in the episode of Ash, because this one my brother's been wanting for a while. He's been wanting me to make him a squirrel, but he wants it with the sunglasses, like when in there. So what I did, instead of putting safety eyes, I'm gonna put felt. I have a Cricut, so I can cut it out with my Cricut, but I'm more of a sketch and cut, and I go back and I trim and I make it look neat, because it's not going to be perfect. I don't do a whole lot of perfectionism. Now, I want it to look right, but I don't want it to be perfect, because nothing's going to come out perfect. Nothing. We're all human. Nothing comes out perfect. It comes out great, and we love the way it comes out, but it's not perfect by any means. So this is what I've been up to. I started working on this yesterday when I got on Refined Vibes. Zoom. I'm part of her Patreon. I'm part of her Crackhead Hours, I think is what she calls it. Whatever she calls it. It's been a long week. But yeah, this is just trying to update y'all on some things I've been doing. I'm applying for pattern tests, of course. There's a few out now, like Wonder Crochet has one out for a gardener, which I've applied for it. I hope I get one of those that I've applied for. I have her fairy pattern, and I'm in the process of making another one of those, because I want to make, the Tinkerbell version and send it to my family members, because I have someone that loves Tinkerbell, and I think it would be a great gift to have. I just completed a pattern test for Endless Yarn, so I have 3 of her frogs on a swing, and this will be on my Instagram at Haley's_Design Studios. I will have my Instagram link below in the video for y'all. But yeah, I quite haven't gotten the swing the way I want it, and like this is completely user error. This is nothing on the pattern designer. Like, swing comes up the way it's supposed to. It's well written. I cannot wait for her to release this, and for y'all to see it, and for y'all to be able to get it. Y'all really need to get it, because the day I post this video, I'm hoping for it to go up Friday. The pattern will be out. If it doesn't go up Friday, it should go up Saturday. I'm trying to get into a local farmer's market, so I'm hoping these will be a big hit. But like I said, I had a market last weekend, and I had 2 of these. I had this one, and I had one that looked just exactly like it, and everybody loved them. It got a lot of attention. And I had this lady who gave me some cookies, so I gave her one of these, and she liked the fact that that there are still people willing to trade. Like, she gave me 2 cookies and a brownie, because she didn't want to take them back home because they're baked goods. And if anybody knows about cookies and stuff, baked goods are not, unless you have a market the next day, like, they're not profitable. And even then, you have to sell them at a discounted price because they are a day old. They're no longer considered fresh. That makes sense. So I'm hoping to see her again there, because she was there last weekend. So I'm hoping to see her again. You know, it's those people that you meet at markets, and anybody that does markets. I've been doing them since last June. I only do morning markets in the summer, because I did one in the evening. I did one from 2 to 7. And from 2 till 5, it was extremely hot. Like, I got a headache. The heat got to me. And so I was like, no, I cannot do that. So, but I made this one absolute snug with white. Then I made another in a different color combination. And this frog is turning up blue on camera, but it's really green. It's a minty green. It's not blue at all. And this peach color is coming up lighter on camera as well. But like I said, these frogs on the swing are very cute. This one's actually going to somebody. So, but I don't want to spoil it just yet. So, you'll probably hear about it on another video if they ever mention it. But anyways, it's going to somebody. And then I made one in Sweet Snuggles. Now, I don't do a whole lot in Sweet Snuggles, but I had a project last year, like I was going to make a giant elf. And I just didn't have the hook size. I didn't have the time at the time because it was Christmas. Because I have a local booth in a boutique. So at Christmas time, I was constantly making like little leggy frogs, my whales, my mini things, because I was having to constantly go and restock my booth. Like, I had so many plushies. I was like, as soon as I would put it out, Christmas themed dinosaur, green and red, sold it completely. I was like, I just put that out. Like, why is it selling? So, now in that process, I have, like I said, besides the farmer's market, I don't really have any that I plan on doing. But up until October, I'm going down to Natchez Merry Market. So I'll be doing that one. It's the weekend of the Balloon Festival, so I will be doing that one. And then I'll be going back in December. It's like the first weekend in December. So I'll be there 2 weekends, and it's two 2-day market events. So I've previously done the Natchez. I've done 1-day markets twice. I did the one in December, and then I turned around and did the one in the spring. The one in the spring wasn't as busy because they were having their market downtown, which was like 2 streets over. So, and there was a crochet artist there. And I was our main one at this one. I mean, there was others that had like hats and stuff like that, but I don't do hats. I don't have like bucket hats. I mean, I had like 1 or 2 beanies that I just practiced making. So I just wanted to see like if they fit right, this, that, and the other. So like I had people try. I had one family come and try it on, and the kid liked it, and the kid wasn't taking it off. I wasn't expecting to sell it, but it did, anyways. But yeah, I don't do like beanies and stuff like that. I want to have a few things coming this next Christmas time, but I do mainly like baby snugglers, themed plushies, and stuff like that. I do have those. But anyways, I made this one in Sweet Snuggles Light, and this is a lime green. I don't know why when you're looking at the camera and stuff, why these colors don't turn out right. And on this one, I think I made my arm down. It should have been up. So I did make that mistake, but that's okay. I still think he looks cute. Like I said, this pattern is well written and everything. This is user error. This is my first time like actually using like Squiggles Snows like for this, because I've used it on Also Factory's turtle. I've made 2 of her turtles in this exact color. Like I did the turtle in green, I did the shell in this color. I haven't had any problems. My number count came out right and everything. But with this one, and I was doing bobble stitches, I think I missed 1 stitch. So then this one ended up being off by 1. But I already sent in all my stuff for the pattern test. I did my pattern test on this one. That came out good. So, because I had made, this was my 4th one I had made at the time. So like I said, when my video comes out, this is, and I don't know how many of y'all are actually going to watch my first video, but, I'm excited for it. I'm excited to, like, now that when I start pattern testing, or when I do a new pattern, or I do, like, free patterns, I can give y'all some feedback. I do modify a few things on patterns. Not when I do a pattern test. So, like this, I follow to a T. Or I tried to anyways. Just like I said, this arm ended up down. But that's okay. I still think he looks cute. So that is it right now. I'm hoping to go to Joann's tomorrow. If it won't be tomorrow, it'll be Monday. Because my husband's about to be off for 11 days, which is nice because I'm a teacher, so I'm off for the summer. And 4th of July is next week. My father-in-law's birthday is next week, so it will be a busy week. I'm going down to Crab Fest on the coast, and there's actually going to be a market. So normally I don't attend markets if I'm not a vendor. But this time I actually get to go with my husband, and we get to experience the market since he's not gonna have to help me be at the market. We're going with some friends, and I don't get to go to actually and just like look at a market. Like I go to the Canton Flea Market with my mama sometimes, but like that's not an event that I would normally do just because it's so high of an event. Like I don't mind paying, like for my 2-day in Natchez, I'm paying $150 to be inside in their main park. So that means I don't have to take my canopy, I don't have to take my sidewalls or any of that. The only thing I've got to do is figure out how to hang my banner to my table. That's all I have to do. I don't have to do any of the other. I don't have to worry about any of the other, like, don't have to take my tent weights. I recently got me a dolly. It's the same one that Cameron's Cute Creation has. Well, it's not the exact same one. Mine's a different color. I ordered it off Amazon. And it comes in handy. Like, I really like it because I can make it a dolly, I can make it a wagon, and then it folds up flat. So it's real nice. I don't have to worry about because I don't necessarily use crochet like the bags to put all my plushies in. I still use a bin because I also might put my crates and stuff, like I put all my chickens in their baskets and stuff like that. I will update y'all tomorrow on this guy because all I have left is his cheeks, his nose, his ears, and his tail, and then he'll be finished. But like I said, this is a personal project, and this is actually a free YouTube video. This is Tasha's Crochet here on YouTube. I've made her Pikachu, her Charmander, and now her squirrel. And like I said, I do modify the arms. I take out between row 4 and row 6. She has a round where she decreases. I take that round and I put it at the end to do this because I like the way the arms sit with the head. Like I said, if I had eyes, it probably would look better. But like I said, I'm having something very specific for this project. And actually, this yarn is actually a mixed yarn. Like I use 4.5 for all of this. The blue is Sweet Snuggles Light. The brown is Parfait Chunky. The white is Sweet Snuggles Light. And this I guess you call it beige, is Hobby Lobby's Yarn Bee, because right now I have a whole bunch of skeins where like I have half a ball of yarn, or I have just a little bit of yarn, like I have this, and then I have some where I have this. So right now I'm trying to use up a whole bunch of it before I go and start buying a whole bunch of yarn. Like Joann's has a new dark yarn that I want to get, if I can ever find it in stores. Now I've never tried Posh, and I know that some people say Posh is supposed to be coming back in a few stores. I haven't seen Posh down where I live, but I live in the South, so I don't really think we really get a whole lot because our Joann's are not very big. So I'm hoping we get dot yarn here soon. But yeah, I will catch y'all tomorrow, or maybe later tonight, depending on when he gets done. Hey guys, it's Haley. I'm popping in real early, real quickly. I'm about to get ready to go get my outfit hemmed. But I made something last night for a custom order, which I'm dropping off today, so I got to show you before I leave. This is a shark that I made for a customer. The pattern is by Yarny Box. It's one of her free patterns. Every 2 weeks she comes out with free patterns. Her last pattern was like a blueberry. This one was like back at the end of April. If you don't know about her free patterns, you need to go check them out, because when I need something like a bigger dinosaur or something like this, or something new to try, I always go to her patterns because she's constantly putting out stuff that's new. Her mini frogs do well for me. Her cats do well for me. Her mouse has done well for me. And they're like very small, palm of your hand. I mean, I have a very small hand. They all fit in the palm of my hand. I'll have to get one of her frogs and show you later. But, yeah, I mean, they have she has lots of free patterns. Like I said, this is my first time making this one. I made it in Sweet Snuggles. So, bye guys, see y'all later.
Do this for tease YouTube.
Hey guys, this is Haley again, checking in. Okay, so we have a little update. I did not expect this just quite yet. I expected this in the next video. I'm gonna go on share. I told y'all earlier in the video I would never make a hat. But the lovely A Crochet made a bucket hat. And I get the pattern test. What? Like what? Like, if you don't know Alyssa, you need to go follow her. She's just awesome. And I'm going to tell you right now, I do not like acrylic yarn. But I love this pattern. This is a 3, size 3 hook. With, it's a Yarn Bee yarn. It's Sugar Wheel Strawberry Swish. It's 100% acrylic.
It's so achievable. I mean, the group, we run as a group, man.
355 yards, and so far, y'all, I've made a hat in the 3, a hat in the 4.5. Now notice, started out with this. Now I have this. Now we're at this. I'm starting hat number 3, and this is where we're at.
Exactly.
We're getting ready to go with that hot pink. I can't wait. Because if you can see.
I'm waiting for people to come in. We're at 7:02.
So, but I'm coming on. I'm going to cut out this video. I will show in the next video how many hats I can make for. Because every hook size I have, all except, I'm not going any lower than a 3. But I have a 3.5. I have a 4. I have a 4.5. I have a 5. I have a 5.5. I have a 6. And I have a 7. I'm going to do a hat. Each one of those in both sizes. So this is a small medium. That's what I started out with. Then I'm going to go to her large, extra large. So keep in mind for the next video. And if you could, go follow Endless Yarn on Instagram. Go like your girl, A Crochet on YouTube. Go subscribe. Go follow her Instagram. They are just wonderful people. And if you don't know about Refined Vibes, she is an amazing person. And without her doing her Patreon and me joining, I would have never gotten the courage to do my very first YouTube video. So thanks, Laurie. We love you. And I can't wait. And P.S. Laurie, I subscribed. I went to acrylic yarn. But for now, goodbye. See you later.